Hey guys, Dean Gearhart here, coming at you with another video. Today I was going to go over my football sets with you, kind of in the same format as my last video on the baseball card sets. So, starting off, my sets start with the 1948 Bowman. Um, so I'm going to be talking about the early Bowman football sets, all the top sets, and Topps had lost their license after 2015 for football cards, so I switched over to the Donruss product. So I'll be talking about those three sets. I do collect the Leaf football, but I'm not going to get into that. And there are some Flair sets that I collect, which I'm not including on this. But we'll start with 1948 Bowman. Um, it's a 108 card set. It's famously known when I do my YouTube videos. There's a player, Tex Coulter, who looks exactly like my cousin Stanley. So I'm not counting the dozen or so of that card, but out of the 108 cards, I do have 12 cards for that set. So I'm at 11.11% completion rate. And then right, then 1949, there was no Bowman set. It jumps to 1950. There's 144. I have 45. Then 1951, 144 cards again. I have 33. And then in 1952, there was Bowman Large and Bowman Small. Now, I don't have any of the Bowman Small, but I do have 6 of the Large. They're a 144 card set. As far as I know, it's the same cards, just they printed them in a small version and a large version. If I'm wrong, please in the comments let me know. Like I said, I don't own any of the small ones, but that's what it looks like to me, anyways. Um, 1953, I have 1 card. 1954, I have 7 cards. And then 1955, I have 62 out of the 160. So 8 total sets, counting the Bowman Large and Bowman Small as separate sets. I only have 166 cards out of the total 1,068. So that puts me at like a 15.5% completion rate. I haven't really focused too much attention on them. I was for a while on the 55 Bowman and the 1950 Bowmans. That's where I have the most cards, but to be honest with you, I just haven't really put a lot of focus into those cards. So more so on the top side. So we're going to jump up to the top side now. There are a total of 62 top sets. Now, in 1950, I'm not counting this set, Topps did issue it's called a felt back set. There was 100 cards. They measured 7/8 by 1 7/16 inches. They're real small. They're felt-like material. They're not numbered. They're black and white images. And they are collegiate athletes. And the best known player in the whole group is the Joe Paterno. They are quite pricey. It's just something I never thought about going after. Although Topps did issue it, it might be an afterthought. Maybe if I get all these other sets complete. And actually, I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video when I did my baseball card video. My goal is to own every Topps card in the sports and certain non-sports. I don't know about all the non-sports, but definitely in the 4 baseball, basketball, football, and hockey, at least. That was one of my goals. Um, and then there's other sets that I'm going after, just just see how far I can get with them, like the Gaudis and the T206s, stuff like that. but in this case, these 1950 Topps felt it would definitely be after I've done all the other sets. So, getting back to what I got now. As far as the sets go, I start them at 1951. Topps issued, it's called Topps Magic. They were college football players. You could rub off the backs to reveal the college. I guess that's how it was. Obviously, if you don't scratch off the backs, the more valuable they are. It's a 75 card set. I have 17 of them. So, and then in 1955, Topps did their All-American cards, and they're the bigger size cards. It was a 100 card set, college again. I have 10 out of those, so I'm at 10%. Their official, like, first professional football set was 1956. It's a 120 card set. I'm 100% complete on that. Condition is VG on that set. I didn't really set out to find the greatest copies, but I can feel comfortable saying it's a VG set that I have. 1957, they went to the regular standard size card that we know now. And that was a 154 card set, and they're all horizontal. It's a beautiful set. But this set, known for the snowing, just like the baseball set, so I'm real particular on this set, and I'm trying to build it in excellent and near mint. I have 68 cards from that year. I don't think I have any Hall of Famers, but I'm real picky on that set. 1958, I only have 4. And the 1959 set, I have 132 out of the 176. So I'm about 75% complete on that. Total for those sets, you would need 757 cards. I have 351, so I'm about 46% complete on that. And then jumping to the 60s. The other thing I should mention too, I'm real particular on all these cards. I try to buy excellent and near mint on them. When I originally started, I was just buying, whatever I could find, and they were beat up, and I just didn't like them. So I slowed my pace down, and now I just go after, like I said, excellent, near mint, as close to near mint as possible. So, starting with the 1960 set, I'm 100% complete. I've updated that set. I'm real happy with what I got. That's a 132 card set. Real pleased, like I said, real pleased with that. I would comfortably say it's excellent plus the near mint. They look nice. Now, under a microscope, we all know things are different, but as far as I'm concerned, it's a beautiful set. Next up, we got the 61 set. It's a 198 card set. I have 94 of them. 1962, I have 87 out of the 176. 63, I have 41 out of the 170. 37 in the 64 set. Only 14 in the 65 set. That is the Joe Namath rookie card. Those are the tall boys, and I'm real particular on them. And that set, it's a tough set. There's a lot of short prints. The fact that they're the tall size cards makes that an added difficulty, I guess you could say, to get things near mint. With them being short prints, they command a lot more money. And then you got the Joe Namath rookie, which, that's going to be a tough one to get for me. They go for quite a bit of money in lower grade, so we'll have to see when the time comes. So, 1966, I have 82 out of the 132. 1967, I don't have any. 68, I have 87, which I have a stack to go through yet. And then 69, I have 188 out of the 263. For that whole decade, you need 1,700 1,774 cards. I have 762 of them, which puts me at about a 43% completion rate. Again, like I said, condition is my goal here, so I'm just, taking my time with these sets. And then we get into the 70s decades. I have every set except for 1972. I need 5 cards. In 1972, there was 3 series, or there was the first couple, there was 1 series, and then the second series was like the short print high numbers. Heard different stories where they were only distributed in different parts of the country, or not everywhere. I'm not sure. Some older guys I've talked to didn't even know there was a short print series. But I need 5 more, and I'm down to needing the ones that are all pretty expensive. But my set, I would give it VG to X. I have a lot of upgrading to do. Fortunately, a lot of that last series, the short print ones, I did buy in really nice condition, so I don't have to upgrade too many of them. But on the lower series, there are some I do need to upgrade. But to finish that decade, you would need 4,573 cards. With me only needing 5 more, I'm at a 99.89% completion rate. You go to the 80s, I'm 100% complete. The 90s, 100% complete. 2000 through 2009, 100% complete. And then 2010 through 2015, which was last year Topps had the license, I'm 100% complete. There's 62 Topps sets total. You would need 23,634 cards to have them all. I'm at a 93.98% completion rate on that. So the bulk of them I need are in this obviously in the 60s and the late 50s. So after Topps lost their license in 2015, I wasn't sure what I was gonna do. I wasn't. I like collecting football cards. At the time, I liked building them out of wax packs. So I just wasn't sure what route I was going to take on this, because there's so many different sets out there, and I'm not an autograph chaser. I'm not a patch card chaser. I just want to be able to build a set or buy a set every year, like with consistency, like Topps had. So Donruss came out in 2016, the next year. So that's the set I went with. I was familiar with their baseball cards, so thought, what the heck? So I just kind of stuck with them. And I've got every set except for this year, only because I don't think they've issued the sets yet. I think you can buy packs, but I'm down to buying the sets, factory sets, and then just putting them in binders. But the first 3 or 4 years, though, I did build the sets. Most of the sets are 400 card sets, except for 2. They were only 350 cards. But yeah, so that there's 7 as of now. There will be, when this year's come out, there'll be 7 sets. My total sets between the Bowman, the Topps, and the Donruss, that's 77 sets. I don't know if I have the overall number here, my completion rate, but I guess I didn't figure that out. If you count this year, needing this year's Donruss set, and what I need for Topps, let me see. It's 400. Bear with me here. I would need 2,725 cards. out of that, let me see, 27. There are okay, 23, 34, and 2700. Okay, so for all those sets, that's 27,402 cards. I messed this up. Oh well. Bear with me a second. Okay, sorry about that. I have, out of the 27,402 cards, I have 24,677, which gives me a 90.06% completion rate on the 77 total sets. So, pretty happy with that, considering, like I said, I started collecting again in 2011. I had very few football cards at all from my childhood, probably less than 100 if I had to guess. I do remember one time trading all my baseball cards to my cousin for all his football cards, but then I think we traded back. But then any of the cards I would have had that were football would have been pretty beat up anyways. A lot of these sets, mainly from like 85, I want to say from 85 or 86 up through 2017. Again, those were wax packs. I built them from wax packs. The 81 top set I did buy from someone. My Montana rookie is VG at best. And I did buy a 2005 set, complete set. I think it was 2005 or it was 2002. One of those 2 years. And it was pretty pricey. And I couldn't buy the wax boxes because they were just way too much. So I just went ahead and bought the set. And I paid quite a bit for that. But everything else I built from wax packs. And a lot of those were done all before the pandemic hit, so I got the wax boxes pretty cheap. Some of them I probably paid less than what you would have paid for when they were issued. So, anyways, if you're still with me, great. Thank you very much for all your support. Yeah, so that's what I got with the football. That's where I'm at with that. It's my second biggest collecting area is football. So next I'm going to be doing the basketball and hockey together, but that's going to take me a little bit more time. But thanks guys for all your support and have a good day.